hope the table didn't collapse on us.
I know. Can you imagine? I'm trying to keep my weight on one foot here.
Look at us.
Are you keeping the mask on? Are you keeping it on?
From the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue, welcome in to the High School Hockey Bash. It's Montgomery Bell Academy taking on Father Ryan, and this game is presented by Ford. Willie Donick and Chris Mason here with you in this brand new facility. And Mace, we've got the itch to call some hockey. We're excited about tonight. You can hear all the bells and whistles of the Predators game ops. You can hear the sweet tones of Paul McCann behind us. We're getting ready for some fun tonight.
This is going to be awesome. You know, we have Father Ryan versus MBA, high school hockey, JP Dumont, Stephen Henry, battle of the coaches. We've got a lot of connections with the Preds, and it is just good to be back. I'm telling you, just hearing the skates on the ice and pucks flying off the glass and the guys out there, they're all jacked up, ready to go. This is awesome. I'm so happy that we're doing this.
Yes, there are so many connections to the franchise with all of the family members and the kids in this game that have grown up watching the Predators play, players like yourself, and as you mentioned, JP Dumont coaching over at MBA. We'll talk about some of those tonight, but more than anything else, we just want to showcase these young athletes that have got the itch, they've loved to play. In the G-Nash Hockey League seems to get more competitive every year. There are 15 teams in the league this year, and these are two excellent programs that have great history together. And, of course, in any sport you're talking about, Father Ryan against Montgomery Bell is a great rivalry that goes back for decades.
Well, I'm looking forward to it, and you're right, Willie. This is an opportunity to showcase what high school hockey is all about. It's come a long way from when the Predators first got here to now. It's competitive. There's a lot of travel players. There's a lot of players that just play for the school. It's amazing, and I'm happy for these kids. I know, talking about the coaches, we'll probably talk about this during the broadcast, but they're excited to be on the tube tonight, so it should be a lot of fun.
All right, now you heard Paul McCann in the backdrop. He's introducing the starting lineups. We're going big time. We're about to hear also the national anthem, and who else but one of the actual Predators anthem singers, Keisha Rainey, will be singing the anthem. Let's go down to it.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Boy, it feels like game night when you hear from Keisha Rainey singing the national anthem like that. We are excited to be with you. Willie Donick, Chris Mason, Lindsay Rowley is here with us as well. We're going to go down to her in just a moment. She will be doing some interviews with us tonight here, May. So Look at all the lights and the effort being put into this thing in the Ford Ice Center here in Bellevue.
This is awesome. First of all, this is an unbelievable facility. They've done such a good job during the COVID situation, the way they've handled everybody's safety, which is allowing us to have this game here tonight and to be a part of this. You can see the excitement of the kids on the ice and warm up and all the parents and friends and family here and all the Predator staff that's here too, as well as Lindsay Rowley, Hal Gill, and Pete Weber on the radio, 102.5 The Game over there. This is awesome. I'm jacked up. I mean, Keisha Rainey just hammered the national anthem. As always, I just get shivers. I'm ready to go. I want to play. I'm too old though.
Well, you mentioned these two teams. Stephen Henry, who is the son of Sean Henry, as we know him, the president, and of course the Henry family is on hand here tonight. Stephen is in his first year coaching the varsity program. He has been with the Father Ryan program coming up through the ranks as an assistant coach and the head coach of the JV. And of course, J.P. Dumont is the first-year head coach for Montgomery Bell Academy. MBA is 11-0 on the season. So we are very excited to see what they have in store for us tonight. Father Ryan, a lot of young players on the team, a lot of freshmen, sophomore, very few seniors, and they are 4 up and 4 down on the year. So, Mace, we're looking forward. MBA would have to be considered the favorite, but we're looking for a competitive game here tonight.
Yeah, and you know, that's one thing Steven said. They're in a rebuild. They got a younger team. They lost a lot of seniors from last year. That's the flow of things. Sometimes you're going to have an older team. MBA's obviously got a lot of seniors. They got some travel players, very good players, high octane offense. You know, so this is a challenge, and this is part of the growing of a franchise or a team, like Father Ryan. And that's how you get better as you play these teams. It should be an interesting matchup, and it was great to hear both coaches talk about their respective clubs the other day when we got a chance to talk to them on the Zoom.
A couple of seniors, Ryan Prim and Luke Haley, will face it off at center ice, and we're underway here at the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue, the high school hockey bash presented by Ford. And we have our first whistle. 14-minute periods tonight, Mace, so we've got our scoreboard off to our right. We'll keep an eye on that as we get our bearings here. We've got a great viewpoint here. And this is a great facility. We're talking to J.P. Dumont about how beautiful this facility is for youth hockey.
Oh, that's amazing. I mean, I come out here and we did the Philip Forsberg hockey camp, Make-A-Wish hockey camp. We got a chance to host that here about a month ago. And the Ford Ice, like I said, has just done an unbelievable job through this whole thing. And that's why we're sitting here tonight watching this hockey.
Prim works the puck free, and he had it poke checked away by Haley. Down to the ice is Ryan Prim. It ends up going back to Haley, and away go the Big Red of MBA. This is Tyler Lobb. Lobb tries to put it on net. The shot is blocked, and it's swooped up by the Fighting Irish. And it's cleared ahead by Prim.
And it'll be interesting to see. Here's another icing call, but we'll be interested to see the strategies.
And we told you Lindsay Rowley was on hand tonight, so let's get a report from Lindsay. Lindsay, how are you? All right, Lindsay, thank you very much. Great to have you with us. Lindsay will be talking to the coaches later on between periods and also have a chance to talk to the captains. We just saw them face off against one another, Ryan Prim and Luke Haley, so we expect them to be in the middle of the action tonight. Face off, sent back to the point. Here's the pass in front. Big Red has it. Shot from the point, knocked down in the slot area. Picked up by MBA. Pass bounces over the stick, and it's picked up by Father Ryan. They like their team speed. This is one of the things that Coach Henry was talking about to us as we got the background of these two teams. Puck is loose to Myers. Puts it right on the doorstep just past the intended target. Kept in nicely with the pinch from the boards, but it's taken back by Father Ryan. They'll work it out on the breakout. Myers keeps it in. Pass bounced up in the air. Wrist shot from the point, deflected into the corner. Myers again at the point, got it through the traffic. That was on net, cleared ahead, and a chance to skate it away for the Irish. Daniel Albanese gets there, has a chance. Crosses over, backhand, and a save is made by the starting goalie, Marshall.
That was a good play, good cut to the net there, good drive, good defensive zone play there, actually. Father Ryan, NBA putting a lot of pressure. They get a puck in the middle of the ice, chipped out, and away they go. They get a great chance on goal and a big save by the goaltender. Their first big chance of the game.
Here comes the Irish again. They work it to the wing, and it's taken away by MBA. Sebastian Cigaran, number 2, out on the ice right now, defense pairing. This one comes out. Sit back behind the boards. Under 12 minutes to play in the first period. Father Ryan with the first great scoring chance of the game. Here's Cigaran busting up the ice. Makes his move, has a shot. It's poke-checked away. The rebound and another save made by Nicky Boychuk, the starting goaltender. 2 good plays there as Cigaran has a great chance for MBA.
Well, Cigaran, defenseman there, he jumps up in the play and makes a really good play to get that scoring chance. And Boychuk poke checks Cigaran there at the last second, nullifying the goal. And the rebound, I don't know if he got a piece of that or if it went wide, but big save there by Boychuk.
Grayson Schenkel behind the net, trying to get free from Lob. Lob took it away, passes over to Green, off his stick. Out to Haley, a no-look shot, went just wide, bounces off the backboard, picked up by Myers, centered in front, popped up in the air, and a nice play by the goalie Boychuk to come and grab it out of the air.
That was a good read there by Boychuk. Couple big plays. I think we're going down to Lindsay. We're getting the word.
Thanks, Willie. It was pretty awesome to see both of these teams skate out here. I was down here, and they seemed pretty excited, all of the guys. I even spoke with a couple of the parents and very excited for their boys to be on this stage. And it was really interesting hearing from both of these coaches earlier this week and have them talking about, a lot of athletes get recognition like football and basketball, but it's nice to see hockey get a little bit of love. And JP even said, I don't think the guys are really going to realize how big of a stage they were on until the next day. So we'll see as the guys hear about it at school. Back to you.
Here's Morrison cutting to the middle. He's the leading goal scorer. Had it stolen away by the Fighting Irish. Loose at center ice. Myers pushes. Sit back his way. Right at the line. Taken there by Prim. And now the pass ahead to Morrison. Good feed to Lob. Lob the wrist shot. A riser up into the chest. Save made by Boychuk. Rebound to the corner. Morrison side of the net. Tried to center it. Good diving block there by Father Ryan. Myers had it tipped off. It's behind the goal. He's not quite sure where it is. And Boychuk does the snow angel and gets the whistle.
Well, that's what happens as a goaltender. You know it's under you, but you don't hear the whistle right away. You tend to think it might have snuck through or it's behind you. It was underneath him. Another big save. Talking to Henry, Stephen Henry the other day on Zoom, is these guys are learning to play the game the right way. You're playing against an offensive powerhouse. I think they've really done a good job in the middle of the ice. Boychuk's made a couple big saves, but I think Father Ryan's done a really good job in the middle of the ice. NBA's got a lot of offensive firepower.
There's Ty Harden. His shot, he scores! Ty Harden, a rising wrist shot, gets the game's first goal for NBA with 9:54 to go in the opening period.
And this is just a really good shot, just walking off the wall, walking that circle, right-hand shot, and then he just goes short side right under the bar on Boychuk. No chance for him, and that's a beautiful shot to put NBA up 1-0.
So the senior, Ty Harden, his 6th goal of the year, gives NBA the lead. Now they're looking for more. Harden still on the ice. It kicks off the backboard, and it's picked up behind the net by Green. Green, the defenseman, working behind the net. This one whistled wide by NBA. Picked up by Otis Dittenhofer, number 17, working down into the corner. Now gets it back. Dittenhofer cuts to the middle. Had it poke-checked away last minute. Picked up by the Fighting Irish. Daniel Albanese weaving his way. Lost it to Green. They work it quickly up the ice to center. Taking over there is Cigaran. His shot deflected just wide. Didn't get it through cleanly. He tries to get his own rebound, does Cigaran. Still fighting for it along the half wall. Trey Weck over there as well. And coming out of there is Albanese. Albanese one-on-one with Green. It's funneled over to the sideboards. Green wins the battle down low. Under 9 minutes to play in this first period. NBA with the first goal of the game from Ty Harden. Loose at center. Green jumps all over it. Makes a move around one man. Takes it into the offensive zone. Good team defense by Father Ryan to take it away.
Yeah, really good job in the neutral zone there. You could see NBA, like I said, they moved that puck up really efficiently, but Father Ryan's been doing a good job staying in the middle of the ice, protecting it, for the most part, keeping them to the outside.
Puck is loose. All alone at center ice is Weck. That one deflected. Boychuk didn't see it right away. It ends up off the end boards on the glass. Worked around the boards. Now for Father Ryan, JT Schmidt. The sophomore had the touch. It bounces back to Schmidt. His clearing attempt is blocked. Now it's lifted out of there on a nice play by Kirkenbauer. Michael Kirkenbauer, the senior.
And so far, it's kind of what you'd expect. I think, Stephen Henry said the team, we'll look at the standings here, and you could see Montgomery Bell 11-0. They played last night, as a matter of fact. They won that. And Father Ryan 4-4 near the bottom. But they lost 11 seniors last year. So this is a young group that's learning to play together. There's a lot of young players here getting opportunities and try to figure out their identity as a team and as a program.
Here's Cigarant playing it off the sideboards, looking down low for lob. Now Haley, the captain, working behind the net. Spinning around, lob. It works again. Side of the net now off the cage, and a good defensive play by Ryan Prim. He'll use the sideboards. A good keep in by Green. Green to the net, deflects out to the middle. Good skating there by the young sophomore Nathan Ryan to get out of trouble right for the moment. But you can see MBA taking it to the opposition. Lob got it through the defenseman. Good save made by Boychuk. Rebound. Haley from the circle. He scores! Big shot, Luke Haley. A wrister from the circle, and it's 2-0 Big Red here in the first.
Well, Luke Haley, a big shot there, and Lob doing a good job getting the puck out to Haley. And again, top corner. These guys can shoot the puck. We talk about MBA. They've lost in the championship the last 3 years in a row. So they have, big goals this year. Brought in JP Dumont behind the bench. We all know him, former Nashville Predator, and you can see this is a really polished club with a lot of high-end skill here, and it's been on display early.
So Haley, who had a big night last night, and you mentioned this, Mace, they played one night ago against Brentwood, who is one of their big nemesis teams, a big rival team. Brentwood has won the last couple of state titles. Brentwood had the lead against MBA last night, 3-1 going into the third. Haley helped lead the comeback. There's a man tripped up at the blue line to play is offside.
Well, offside there, and like I said, it's been, did I update the score?
So 2-0 is our score. MBA, if you're just joining us. Now, one player we want to mention here tonight, Mace, is taking the face-off for Father Ryan. Her name is Katie Cummings. Only a sophomore, but she's going to get a lot of ice time tonight. So a girl playing in the G Nash League, and we've talked a lot about her, and she has a bright future.
Oh, she's a great player, and Nashville girls hockey has grown immensely the last 4 years. We'll touch on that a little bit, but she's a second-line center in this club right now, and she's a heck of a hockey player.
Yeah, I'll tell you who's very impressed with her is JP Dumont, the coach for MBA. He's watched her play. I think she's doing an outstanding job for them.
Yep. Stephen Henry, too. Nothing but good things to say, and you can see right there she's not shy from any of the physical stuff. She gets in there and lets her presence be felt, that's for sure.
Good save made by Boychuk. Rebound kicks free, but he gets the whistle. So Boychuk has been very busy here. Nikki Boychuk, the senior. Down 2-0 here, but a couple of good saves on that sequence.
Yeah, they MBA puts a lot of pressure on. They're shooting from everywhere. That's one of the things JP said is they shoot a lot. I think last night they put up almost 40 shots. They only gave up 4 against in the game last night. So this is a team that puts a lot of pressure on you offensively. So Boychuk's been busy, and he will continue to be, I think, for the rest of the night.
There's the chip. Good anticipation by Sebastian Cigaran, and here he goes, skating his way in. Another shot fought off there by Boychuk. Rebound picked up and centered, but patrolling there in the middle, that's Luke Olhoffen, and he's able to clear it. So 2 Olhoffens on the Father Ryan roster. Pass centered in. Father Ryan trying to get some action there, and that one lifted over the glass, and that'll mean. So if you're looking for safe holiday fun, your family and friends, look no further than Jingle Beat, an outdoor drive-through, light, sound, and sensory experience that brings the holiday season to life in an unforgettable adventure for all ages. Jingle Beat, presented by eMotion, is at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway this Friday through December 31st. So great job there. Just get tickets now at eamotion.com/jinglebeat and use code PREDS to receive 10% off your ticket. Big Red moving on the far side. Lost it. Good back checking by the Fighting Irish. It's 2-0 MBA here in the first period. Puck played to center. Working it back, Cigaran. Up to Dubé. Alex Dubé. His shot blocked, and it goes out of play. So Alex Dubé getting a good shot there.
Yeah, it was a good shot there. A good stick in the middle of the ice there by Connor Allen to get that puck up into the glass there. And Dubé takes that shot from the middle. And you can see NBA, too, they're extremely aggressive. The defensemen, they get involved in the play. You know, the new age of hockey, and you're teaching these guys at a young age. Cigaran's been up in the play, leading the rush, and making things happen from the back end, and it puts a lot of pressure, and especially when you're playing against a young team, it makes them make decisions and forces them to make plays, and it was a good play there by Allen.
Well, on the sideboards, kicked out Morrison, top line out there for MBA, trying to add to this 2-0 lead. That one bounds off the backboard. Haley trying to wrestle it free, had it poke checked away. Here comes Olhoffen. Olhoffen lost it. It's a lob wedge out to the blue line and across, and it's followed up by Haley. Now he starts it ahead for the Big Red. Haley shooting. He scores! Oh, what a quick snapshot that was. And Haley has his second goal of the period. It's 3-0 NBA.
That was just a great release by Haley. I think he had Morrison on the far wing there, and he looked him off. Morrison was driving the back post there, and Haley just kind of looked over and then quickly just fired that puck. And again, just a laser beam, and it was over the glove, I believe. The blocker of Boychuk. But again, NBA, they're finding ways to make plays down low. They come at you on the rush. They've got a lot of offensive firepower.
Nathan Ryan, one of the young players, a sophomore, fighting his way into the corner, can't hang on to it. So Haley, who came in as the leading assist man, has 2 goals in the first period. Here comes Guy. His stick was tied up and a big hit into the boards. Nicely done by Ryan Whalen, another sophomore. Myers hits a man in the high slot. Here's another shot. That was blocked. Picked up by Whalen. Up the boards, but not out. Now it's cleared across. Delayed offside. That's negated. 4:20 to go in the first period. 3-0 NBA leading Father Ryan. Whalen again up the ice. Coach Henry has a sophomore with a senior on his 2 defense pairs. Michael Kirkenbauer, the senior, number 25. Here's another shot. That was just wide. It kicks up to Myers. He keeps it in. NBA pressuring once again. This one worked into the corner. Big bounce. Working it free. The Big Red. Olhoffen again. Tried to get it ahead to the speedy Ryan. NBA very solid as they get back on D. 2-on-2, they come across. And the play is offside. So we'll take a look at some stats coming into tonight. As you look at the league leaders in the GNASH League. Some pretty good scorers here. You see Will Morrison, but Haley, second on the list, adding to those 7 goals.
Yeah, I don't know if this is updated. I don't think it is, but he's closing the gap there on Morrison, who was actually driving back post on the last play there. So, again, a high-octane offense here, NBA. It's a veteran team. They've got a lot of travel players. I think 6 travel players, 4 of them seniors that played AA, U18. So this is a team that's had a lot of hockey experience in their backgrounds.
There's Katie Cummings working it down low into the trapezoid behind the net. Fighting his way out of there, Cigaran. Cigaran, right wing side, tries to make the move, gets around one person, centers it in front. Had a man, pass didn't quite get there. Now Cigaran levels a player along the boards. Puck is still free, and a check coming back the other way by Father Ryan by Joe Magnano. Fed ahead, Green racing back. Under 3 minutes to go here in the first period. NBA leading 3-0, 2 goals for Haley, 1 for Harden. Harden got it started. Puck taken away by Grayson Schenkel, one of the seniors, one of the leaders on this team. Move it ahead for Austin Hester. Hester out wide, uses the referee as a screen, hit the side of the cage with the shot. Crafty play. Kept in by Father Ryan. This one off the end of the glove and worked into the corner. Good shot on goal for the Irish. Now Hester diving, trying to get the puck to the center. Taken away Green. Cooper Green uses the glass well and gets it to center.
Well, a little pressure there by Father Ryan, and one of the things as a coach, I'm sure Stephen Henry will tell you, is you want to see how his team responds. They know that they're going to face a lot of pressure against MBA, but you want to see how they respond after getting scored on. And I think Father Ryan, they just keep going here and put a little bit of pressure there, and MBA just crafty players and smart plays and got the puck out there and not trying to be too fancy. I'm telling you, you can't take chances when you play for JP Dumont as well.
Morrison tried to get his own rebound. Kick back to Lob. Morrison in the corner, looking for Haley in the high slot, deflected up into the air. It comes back to Haley. He turns, centers it just past Lob. Lob chases it, tries to make the one-on-one move against Schenkel. Lob in the corner. Morrison comes over to help. Morrison looks to center, had it taken away, and it's cleared by Father Ryan. That's on net, and the save has to be made.
Yeah, and again, Father Ryan, you know, they're going to be under siege a lot tonight, but again, that's a good play there. You have no other play. You have no outlets. You know that NBA is going to be putting that pressure on you. You have to get it out of the zone, and a good play to get it all the way down the ice there.
Got shots on goal 9 for NBA in this first period. Father Ryan with 1. And it's a 3-0 score with exactly 1 minute to go. Icing is the call. And they'll come back and face off to the left of Jack Marshall, the goalie. So 2 good goalies for JP Dumont. As you say so many times, Mason, when we're doing Predators games, sometimes it's tough to be the goalie that doesn't get a lot of shots, but you have to be ready for that one chance.
Oh, 100%. I mean, Marshall made a very good save. The first shot of the game was a half breakaway, and that shot there that was on the other, down from the far end of the ice, it should have counted that shot on net. So this was his third save. Those bouncers from the other end are not easy. So he has to be sharp, and you have to stay mentally focused because you're not getting shots regularly like maybe the other goalie, Boychuk, at the other end.
Pass ahead, Morrison, ahead of the pack. Morrison is in. Makes the move and missed the net. Off the backboard, a diving play by Boychuk to try to make the save. This one deflects on net, and they get a quick whistle as Boychuk tried to pounce on it with Morrison in front.
Well, it went flying away. I think he scooped it with the glove and it went flying out the other side. Nice move there, and Boychuk stays with him there on the initial shot. But again, NBA has a quick strike offense, and you know you have to be ready and prepared for that because they've got a deep team. This has a team that, you know, they can get offense from all 3 lines. It's a veteran team, got a lot of seniors, a lot of experience, so they can hit you from anywhere. The back end very active as well.
Face off, centered over to Myers, driving to the net. This one deflects. It goes off the post. Reaching behind is Boychuk to make the save.
More pressure from NBA. They're just putting that puck into the traffic in the middle of the ice. Again, Father Ryan did a good job, though. They were there to protect Boychuk there from any rebound situations. That puck was loose in between his pads. They had guys in the middle of the net protecting the front.
Guy wins the face-off to Harden. Dittenhofer trying to work himself free. Got the shot from the slot. Boychuk didn't see it right away, and it ends up in the corner. They'll cycle down there. A backhand feed by Harden. Intercepted, fed to the point, kept in. This one gets through. Boychuk, rebound loose, and they put home the score. It is Dittenhofer that got there and found that loose puck. And with just 12 seconds to go in the first period, Montgomery Bell Academy takes a 4-0 lead.
Well, again, this is just a product of the pressure that NBA is putting on there, and it's a shot wide, and I think Boychuk thought he had that trapped on his body, on his right arm there. It dropped to the side of him, and Dittenhofer came in there and went hard to the net. Didn't take it for granted. You go to the net every time and you get rewarded, and he certainly did on that play.
Schenkel trying to make it happen with 4 seconds to go in the period. Final seconds ticking down. Harden makes the clearing pass, and that'll do it for period number 1. So Ty Harden started the period with a goal, then 2 from Luke Haley, and then a big one by Otis Dittenhofer in the final seconds with 12.5 on the clock. And it's a commanding 4-0 lead for the Big Red, and they're showing why they're one of the top teams in this G-Nash league.
Yeah, it was, you know, it's 2 teams at the opposite spectrum in terms of where they are in their programs, and you could see it in that first period. You have an experienced veteran team in NBA, and you got a young team, a young hard-working team. I actually like the way Father Ryan responded to the pressure and to the, you know, to the onslaught, if you will, that NBA put on them. So, you know, Stephen Henry, I'm sure, is going to have some words, but for the most part, I thought they responded really well to, you know, quite frankly, a more experienced hockey team.
So in just a moment, we'll have a chance to go down and have Lindsay Rowley interview J.P. Dumont. That's coming up here in just a moment. So 4-0 is our score. A solid first period for the Big Red, playing in the back-to-backs. Good energy in the first period. So Father Ryan will try to make some adjustments at the end of one. So Mace, looking forward to what's to happen here in the coming weeks. We're hoping for some good news as far as the NHL season, and we'll talk about that throughout the evening. Let's go down to Lindsay Rowley, who is standing by with J.P. Dumont.
Coach, off to a really strong start, up 4-0 after only the first. What's standing out about your team offensively right now?
Things are clicking. Obviously, we came off with a big win yesterday, coming from behind. A lot of emotion to start the game, but obviously right now the guys are really excited to be on TV, and they're playing some really good hockey right now.
Well, defensively, your team able to keep Father Ryan off the board. What are you noticing out of your defense?
Just some pride, you know what I mean? Like I said, it's always been a big rivalry at any sports with those two schools, so there's a lot of pride on the ice right now on both sides, but obviously our boys are taking pride to keeping their shots really low.
Well, you touched on it. The team, this game on TV. I got to cover the Preds playoffs with you earlier this year. You know the guys upstairs. What does it mean to this program to be on the Predators broadcast?
Well, it's huge. Obviously, we let's be honest, right? We want the Preds to be back on TV soon, but this is definitely huge for youth hockey and G-Nash League here. It's a great things that the Preds and you guys are doing for the boys and girls in the program. So it's been it's a lot of fun so far, and the kids are really excited.
Thanks, Coach. Guys, back to you.
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much. Lindsay Rowley down with J.P. Dumont. And we're joined up here at our broadcast position by Sean Henry, the president, and also father of the Father Ryan coach, which puts him in an interesting position here tonight. And Sean, it's great to have you with us. First of all, give us your evaluation of what you saw out there tonight. MBA, a very powerful team. As you know, you've been watching the Father Ryan program for a while now. They lost a lot of seniors from last year. It's a very young team, and so they're building with a lot of depth, a lot of interesting players on that squad.
Well, you sound like you work for our PR team, so thank you for that. Now, NBA's stacked. They always are. They're a great team. Obviously well coached with JP over there, but it's not the start we wanted. It's a hole that we didn't want, but I did predict it would be 4-0 at the end of the first. I just thought it would be the other way around. So we'll come back from it. There's no doubt about it, but how much fun is this? It's just so cool, isn't it?
Oh, this is so much fun. It's great to be in this facility as much as anything else. It's a great broadcast position. It's going to be, I think, a site of so many great events, youth hockey from all over the country. I know right now, because of the great precautions everybody's taking, some of the things that everybody makes sure they're doing, it allows us to play games, and there's not a lot of places right now around here that are playing hockey or having events like this.
Yeah, it's really exciting. The staff has done an incredible job. The Board of Health has been so cooperative with us. They approve our plans, they tweak them for us so we can stay open. It's not the first year that we wanted in Bellevue, but it's a year we're going to remember, no doubt about it. But like you said, we're getting a pretty good taste right now of what this facility really could be like. It's going to become town hall, if you will, for so many great events. So we're excited about it.
Well, one of the things that I love when I watch this, and we were talking to JP about this earlier, a lot of these kids grew up watching J.P. Dumont play. They watch Chris Mason play. They've never known. They're a generation that has grown up with the hockey team. So it's fun to see them now as young teenagers and going on to college, the next level. They've had a dream playing since they were probably 5 or 6 years old. A lot of them started playing in programs put on by the Predators to get exposure for the game, and here they are.
It's funny, I think 80% of the kids on the ice tonight learned to play in a gold program. So this is the sweet spot for a new organization. You got to get to that second generation. As you said, they don't know anything but Preds hockey, and we're seeing the best of it now. We grow the high school programs every year. We have roughly 12 JV teams. The future's really bright. We got to keep building rinks so kids have more and more places to play. But the high school program's exploding, and like you know, travel sports are incredible. But wearing your high school's letter on your sweater, it means everything, no matter what sport. And you see the kids that are here, the enthusiasm, cheering on their classmates. It's just a really special night for everybody.
Well, that was something that I thought was really cool, is that a lot of the kids out here that you're seeing do play the travel, but they thought it was important to play for their school team, because there's really nothing like going to school with your classmates, some of which picked up the sport maybe a little later age, but it's kind of fun to be the leader and just kind of show them the way. And it's fun. JP Dumont was talking about merging all that group together, but that's what a great team is all about.
It really is, and JP's doing such a great job, like you said, bringing those together, because that's what's important. You don't have to choose one over the other. They go together like they do in every other sport, and no one is a better ambassador for that than JP Dumont, no doubt about that.
Well, that's great stuff. So, Sean, thanks a lot for joining us. Thanks for your vision of what this could be. I know there's another vision that's starting now in Clarksville. We're really excited about that. And better luck to the Fighting Irish here in the second period.
The luck of the Irish will carry us through, no doubt about it. Right. Thank you, Willie.
Predator CEO Sean Henry. Mace and I are going to be back in just a moment with the second period. The score here in the Hockey Bash, the high school Hockey Bash presented by Ford. Montgomery Bell Academy leading Father Ryan 4-0 after one. And welcome back here at the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue. Father Ryan against Montgomery Bell Academy here in the High School Hockey Bash presented by Ford. Willie Donick, Chris Mason, Lindsey Rowley here with you. So Mace will have the teams coming back out of the ice here in just a moment. An excellent first period by Montgomery Bell Academy and some great storylines. That one of the things that I think is fun, we talked about some of the individuals here that have ties to the Predators, grew up watching the team. They've now turned this into a skill that we're watching on display here tonight. It's really exciting as we keep going on through the second generation of Predator fans who have the kids that don't know any difference. They don't remember when the team wasn't here. In fact, JP Dumont was talking about this morning when we had a chance to catch up with him that a lot of the parents love to hit up JP about his days as a Predator. A lot of his players actually aren't even old enough. They don't remember JP playing. We're getting removed from even his generation. And you guys aren't that old.
We're not that old. And that's I'm not the former player anymore. I'm the I'm the color broadcaster.
Yeah, they know
for
you
the
as a
national,
broadcaster. Yeah.
I'm okay with that. But no, it's really cool though, and it just shows you. And I often talk about this a lot on nationally syndicated radio shows and different places up in Canada about how far hockey's come. And like you said, this is a new generation of players and kids that were born here after the team had been here in 1998. And they love hockey. They play hockey. Nashville is turning into a hockey city. It is a hockey city. But our youth hockey is really developing. We have nationally ranked teams in the youth circuits. The Nashville Junior Predators. The Nashville Junior Predators girls hockey program, I think, has a team ranked 7th in the country. We have a girl playing here tonight, Katie Cummings. So hockey in general is just growing immensely. And you see the high school hockey here too. And this is a really competitive league. And it's just amazing to see the growth that hockey has had here in Nashville, and it's because of the Nashville Predators. And it just, obviously, as much as I love hockey, I just couldn't be more proud of this city and these kids coming out here and giving us something to do in the break. And it's been really, really cool to see the development. And you talk to JP as well and Stephen Henry and how proud they are of their respective clubs, and obviously in different positions in terms of where they are in their development. And stages of the program. And there's Katie Cummins right there. She was out there buzzing around, a little water bug out there, getting involved and not shying away from anybody. And it's great to see. It really, really is.
Let's recap the scoring for you. Ty Harden got it started for MBA. Then there were 2 goals scored by Luke Haley, the captain for the Big Red. And then in the final seconds of the period, Otis Dittenhafer able to score to make it 4-0. So some great stories with all 3 of those players. We were mentioning sometimes the connection to the organization. Ty's dad, Nat Harden, is an original Predators employee. And,
great
of course,
guy.
is still there.
We
know Nat
he's
for a
awesome.
long time now. So Ty is a great example of somebody who grew up. In fact, his favorite player growing up was J.P. Dumont. And here he is coaching.
That's awesome. I wonder if he would say that. Is he his favorite coach, though?
Well,
I don't know. I know JP's pretty hard. He's a very demanding coach. I know. I coached with him for the Nashville Junior Predators NA3 team in the junior team, and I coached him. He's tough. He's tough, I tell you.
Well, that's one of the things that he talks about is at JP, we're so fortunate to have him coaching. In fact, we ran into Scott Hamilton here. Nashville has got so many great people that are teaching the skills on so many different levels. I saw Scott was coaching some beginning skaters, some young men, probably 5, 6, 7 years old, beginners. JP is coaching not only players that he's coached on the travel level, but kids that just came in and started playing hockey at more of an advanced age. They're trying to learn at a later age. And here's his leading scorer, Morrison, busting in, and a great save made by Boychuk to start the period. Underway in period 2, a saucer pass from Haley over to Morrison. Now they cycle out of the corner. A big hit into the boards. Nice job by Father Ryan. They try to bank pass to the point, taken away nicely by Nathan Ryan. Ryan to center ice, drops it off to Ryan Prim. Prim, good move. Works inside out. Had it taken away right at the goal line last minute by Sigaran. Of course, you might recognize that name. Of course, his father, Chris, his grandfather, Tom Sigaran, part of the ownership group for the Predators. Sigaran, good-looking player. Works it around the boards. They try to make the breakout pass, 2-on-1 developing. Haley with Morrison. Haley to Morrison. And the one-timer goes wide. Didn't quite get all of it. They work it back to the side of the net. Smith at the point. Feeds it high slot. Haley turns. Whips it across. Behind the intended target. And a chance for Prim. Nice pass. Ahead for Ryan. Nathan Ryan lost it last minute. Good job getting back on D by Evan Smith.
That was a nice pass there by Prin, and he's the pulse of this hockey team, according to Stephen Henry. When he goes, they're going. Nice play there.
Morrison whips one towards the net, and a kick save is made. Good job, Boychuk. Cummings tried to chip it, kept in nicely. Morrison levels his man, and a penalty call is coming up. Morrison's going to go to the box here. We'll have our first power play of the night.
Not sure what the call is there. I think maybe he got his gloves or his stick up there. He was defending a potential body check, and according to the referee, got his hands up. So Father Ryan will have an opportunity here on the power play. And this is, it's 4-0 right now, but you come out and they've had a couple fast breaks and they've had some, opportunities here early. You get a goal here, you get back in this hockey game, close the gap, and you put a little pressure on MBA.
Let's see if the Irish can make the most of this. This one's cleared between the two defensemen. They'll ice the puck. So 12-11 to play in the second period. We're playing 14-minute periods. 4-0 Big Red. And the faceoff will come back into the offensive zone for the Big Red on the penalty kill. So it'll be Dittenhafer and Guy as the penalty killing forwards, and they will go at the blue line with Cooper Green. And I could not see the number on the other side. Advancing it in, the Father Ryan and Fighting Irish. 4 up and 4 down on the season. With all those young players, lots of freshmen and sophomore in there. Puck stopped on a dime there. Big Red reacting. They get the clear ahead. Dittenhafer ahead to Guy. Guy will get there first. Ahead of Schenkel. Schenkel trying to corral it. Schenkel trying to work himself free. Works it up ice. Dittenhafer anticipates it. Had a man open in front, Guy. Father Ryan gets back. 1:10 to go in the penalty. Schenkel didn't get the bounce he wanted, but it ended up going to his teammate.
It's the NBA really aggressive up ice, too. That's a veteran team. They put a lot of pressure. Oh,
and Harden scores his second of the game. It's a shorthanded goal for Ty Harden as he took away that pass, skated in, and beat the goalie. It's 5-0 Big Red.
Yeah, I think that deflected off of a defenseman's stick there. Allen, I think, in front. Might have been going a little bit wide there, but Harden puts that puck up high and rips that puck. He's had a couple really good shots and right in the top corner. And when you give these guys time to shoot the puck, they can pick their spots and give them a chance. And that's a tough shot for a goaltender. It's unstoppable, really, especially with the deflection.
This one out of the corner. Penalty time at 45 seconds on the Father Ryan power play. Blind pass, that time by Ryan. Deflects back to him. Nathan Ryan working against the grain. Father Ryan having the pressure put on them. They're having trouble getting up the ice. This one loose in front, and a great save made by Boydchuk. Is all of a sudden the man was wide open in front with that bounce off the backboard.
And when I watch this right now, this is a great learning opportunity here for Father Ryan because they get to play against the top team in the league tonight. And the pressure that they put on, just because you're on the power play, it doesn't mean you can sit back and relax. You still have to execute, and you have to outwork the penalty killers on the other team. And right now you can see the pressure. NBA is really attacking them. They're not backing off. They're going at the play, and they're forcing Father Ryan, and they've got a couple opportunities here. So Father Ryan has to find a way to get in the offensive zone like they have here.
So Harden almost had his second of the period, and he's already got 2 goals total on the night. Here's a wrist shot. Bounds off the glass, kicks out high. Trying to keep it in is Ryan Whalen. This one poke checked away. Whalen back to grab it. And the penalty time is over. Out of the box comes Morrison. And the team's back to 5 aside. So the shorthanded goal by Harden. He's got a pair of goals. Haley also with the pair. Dittenhafer the other. 5-0 MBA trying to stay unbeaten on the season. As Mace mentioned earlier in the broadcast, 3 straight runner-ups in the G Nash League. They're trying to get over the hump this year. Big booming hit behind the net by Father Ryan. A stretch pass. Off target, Cigaran patrolling back in his own end. He'll feed it to center. Nice pass up the ice. This is Mason. Charlie Mason bumped along the boards. Leaves it there for Cigaran. Mason trying to get it back. Works it in deep. Weck chases, and it's picked up first by Grayson Schenkel. Schenkel lost it, got it back. So Schenkel, the captain, along the boards, gets the pass back. 9:20 to go in the second period.
And Schenkel, too, a quiet leader. Really good kid, good student. Again, he's one of the guys that leads by example, and he's got a young team, and he's trying to build this culture here for Father Ryan.
Hester with the shot. Glove save is made. Kicks out, and the rebound put on net, and a nice play by Marshall to haul it in. So Marshall didn't catch the first one cleanly, and it turned into a scramble. Best sequence of scoring chances for the Fighting Irish tonight.
Yeah, it was a nice play there out to Katie Cummins coming right down the middle, and she gets a nice shot. Marshall Makes a good save there, and Katie Cummins came in for the rebound, and Marshall was able to get his glove on that and cover it up for the face-off. Again, trying to nullify any pressure or any life that Father Ryan's trying to get here and generate.
Cummings made a great effort off the face-off, almost got another shot away. Back comes Morrison the other way. Morrison, a touch pass, looking for Haley, cutting down the middle. Laub works his way in. Off the pad, good save there by Boychuk, and the puck is cleared. Cigaran takes the hit, sends it back in. Around the boards it comes. Morrison waits for it. Morrison centers, nobody home for MBA. Puck cleared past Smith. Cigaran is back. 5-0 MBA here in the second. Willie Donnet, Chris Mason, Lindsey Rowley here with you. On the breakout, Haley accelerates. Works it right wing side. Off to Laub, the shot. And another good save for Boychuk. Puck cleared, MBA in a line change. And this will be icing on Father Ryan.
That was a good save there by, we got the read here, but Albanese with a good defensive play, forcing that shot way out farther instead of letting MBA come in the high slot.
And Mace, you were wearing the Hockey Fights Cancer tie a little bit earlier tonight as we close out Hockey Fights Cancer Month. We want all fans to join Pecorine and the Predators in support of the 365 Pediatric Cancer Fund presented by Twice Daily. Visit NashvillePredators.com/365Fund to donate or for more information. Thank you for all the support throughout the month of November, as always. Centering pass turned away. Under 8 minutes to go here in the second period. MBA led 4-0 after one. Puck loose in the circle. Charging towards the net and turned back, the Big Red. Guy picks it back up. Lee Guy behind the net. Good defensive play by the Irish. Puck cleared in front of the bench. Cycling down low, MBA. And another save for Boychuk. This one booms off the pad up in the air. Now a quick move from behind the line. Followed up off the glass. Flurry by the Big Red. Bouncing around. Another save by Boychuk. Had the stick down. Green plays it off the sideboards. Green with the loose puck. Cooper Green from his defense position. Looking for a man out front. He's got Harden posted up in front. Can't find him. Instead out to the point. Now turning and shooting is Green. Rebound is loose. Clear to the side. Dittenhafer just missed it. But kept in. Lots of pressure being put on by MBA, and this one's lifted up off the girders. Not quite as high of a ceiling here as what you have at Bridgestone Arena, but nonetheless a good whistle, and Father Ryan will take it. They needed a change.
Yeah, they did, but they did a good job, and again, you expect a lot of pressure here. We talked about this early in the first period that MBA is putting on, but Stephen Henry, he's trying to teach these guys to play, and girls, the right way. And what they did there was a lot of that pressure came from the outside. They protected the middle of the ice. They didn't get running around. It's easy to get running around when you have a team that's got the puck on their stick like MBA. But I thought Father Ryan did a good job of keeping the majority of those shots to the outside.
This one worked to the front of the net by Mason. No relation to Chris Mason.
Heck of a name, though.
This one behind the net. 6.5 minutes to go. Irish trying to work it out of their own end. Kinzer with the shot deflected up in the air, now in the slot. Good idea. Tried to feed Mason. That was Alex Dubé. Now Kinzer trying to get it through. MBA really working the puck in the offensive zone. Father Ryan working very hard defensively to try to get it out. Schenkel trying to settle things down, puts it around the rim. Trying to get some help from Ryan Prim. Now Mason banging over, using his side. Dubé works in support. Good job by Big Red. Again, cutting off the angles, keeping the puck in. Mason's shot is blocked. Good diving play there by Olhoffen. So Sven Olhoffen with the play. Now it's finally cleared ahead. Put on net. New goalie in the game, Matthew Thayer, for the Big Red. He got the start last night in a game 2. There's a big hit there by the Irish. Skating away with it is Morrison. Will Morrison inside out. Now Laub. Laub centers. Haley! And a great save by Boychuk. Stretching save. Might have got just a little bit of it. Haley again. The shot right up into the chest. Save made by Boychuk.
Good job there by Boychuk. And again, Albanese doing a good job defensively as a forward, coming back and tracking and forcing that shot early instead of letting an odd man rush or play develop closer to the net. And that's, again, you talk about learning to play the right way. Defense is not just your defenseman. It's the 5-man unit on the ice coming back and helping out, allowing the defenseman to step up with that back pressure.
Steal is made. Father Ryan, 2-on-1 developing. Here they come. The shot, and a good poke check made by Thayer. Good opportunity there for the Fighting Irish. Speeding up the ice was Daniel Albanese.
Could have been a penalty there. I thought a little tug on the arm there by the defender there on MBA. Albanese, his shot was affected by it.
Pass towards Cummings, intercepted Haley, using his speed. 2-on-1 coming. Haley for Morrison, and a stick save is made. Boychuk read the pass. Laub tried to follow up. That's deflected. Cummings tries to clear. Laub takes it back, winds up and fires. That one off the shin pad. 4:25 to go in the second. MBA looking to add to the 5-0 lead. Shot is blocked, right back to him. Cigaran, he scores! The initial shot was blocked. Cigaran got it back, fired it through, and it is 6-0.
Well, credit to Cigaran there because he shot that, and it was a great block up high, but it came right back to Cigaran, and he got it right back on the net. And the goaltender, too, he went down. Boychuk went down on the initial shot and couldn't quite recover there after the block. But Cigaran can fire that puck. We're going to have a goaltending change. I think they both wanted to change about halfway through. We got to give Boychuk a lot of credit. He's got an A on his jersey. The assistant there, he battled. A lot of heart there by Boychuk and just had an onslaught there of offensive chances against. I'm sure he's going to sleep well tonight.
So Cigaran scoring from his defense position. If that ends up being his goal, I believe it will be. That's his third of the year. Cigaran having a solid game. 6-0. You take a look at the new goaltender. That's Luke Anderson, just a 9th grader, a freshman, playing for Father Ryan as he gets loose. As we mentioned, Father Ryan 4-4 on the season. We got a whistle here at the scores table. I don't think they were quite ready. Paul McCann getting the info on the goal.
Well, and I'll tell you what, the score is obviously a little bit lopsided right now, but none of the goals that they've given up have been a self-inflicted wound, if you will. I think MBA obviously has a lot more experience. They've got a lot older team, a lot more travel players. Father Ryan lost 11 seniors last year, so this is a team in a rebuild kind of situation, kind of developing their identity and building their program. But they've done a good job. They haven't given MBA any chances. They haven't turned the puck over and made those big mistakes. MBA is just a very skilled team that they'll create their own.
Edward Herliska on the ice right now for MBA. We haven't called his name, a defenseman number 4. Puck coming over his way. He tried to keep it in, does a nice job doing just that. This one lifted down the ice by Father Ryan. So a 6-0 game with 3:50 to go here in the second period. Spend the holidays at Ford Ice Center this season. That's where we are here tonight, of course. Public skating will be offered daily beginning on December 21st. Pre-registration is required as space will be limited for each session. For the full schedule and to register, visit FordIceCenter.com. We want to also tip our cap to Danny Butler, who's done such a great job keeping this place safe and keeping all the regulations in order to be able to keep having events here. It takes a lot of work, a lot of detail, but people are doing the right things here. Now here's Harden looking for more. Tried to go upstairs, and a shoulder save is made nicely by the freshman Anderson. Harden looking for goal number 3 on the night.
Yeah, that was a good shot, and Harden can really shoot that puck there, and there wasn't much space up there, and it was a really good save there by Anderson to get a piece of that. You can see when you give good players time, they're going to shoot. You see it in the National Hockey League. That's where you want to shoot. It's tougher for the goaltenders to make those saves. That was a good save there, and NBA can certainly, they got a lot of guys that can shoot that puck.
Dittenhafer fires that one. Player falls down, puck loose at the line. Harden tries to retrieve it. Makes a bank pass, looking for Guy. Puck taken back by Ryan Whalen. Whalen looking for a way out. Pass was blocked. Set back on the reverse. The other way. This one fed D to D to Green. Good pass up the ice to Dittenhafer. Number 2 line out there for NBA. Dittenhafer, Guy, and Harden. Now Dubé joins in. Green on the right wing. A riser went wide of the net, and it's a big bounce all the way back down. .241 to go in the second period. Father Ryan on the forecheck here. Trying to get it loose. Centering pass. Good defensive play by Dubé to get it out of trouble. Father Ryan with Colton Edwards in the corner. Got it out to the point. Whalen lets it fly. They score! Shot from the point. The sophomore Ryan Whalen gets Father Ryan on the board here in the second period with 2:22 to go. Right in front as well. Matt Chandler involved, and you've got the Irish breaking the ice.
Yeah, and that's a great play, good heads-up play there by Whalen. I think Chandler might have deflected that puck. Might have been going a little bit wide there, which makes that extremely tough for the goaltender there to make that save. But again, the Irish just put in that puck and get to the net. You got to get to the net. You're not going to score from there without some sort of traffic. Irish did a good job of getting that puck down low, moving it back to the point, then getting to the net and directing that puck to the net. Makes it tough for the goaltender there. So great play, great sequence there for the Irish.
Very limited students in the building here tonight, but you can hear some of the Fighting Irish.
There you go.
Students cheering for their team. Here's a steal in front. Prim getting loose. Prim shot and a save made by Thayer. Back the other way. Laub. Backhand centering pass for Haley. His backhander. Stop made. Anderson with the save, and the puck goes out of play with 1:40 to go in the second. Action picking up.
Picking up. The Irish, they've injected some life into that bench there and into the building for the Irish fans here, and you can see that they follow up that goal. And any coach will tell you that next shift after either you get scored on or you score a goal is so important. And they forced Thayer, made a really big save there. They had one of their best scoring chances of the hockey game right there, and Thayer came flying across and quick right pad there. Shot out and made a really good save there to keep that one out of the net.
Looking for more now. Father Ryan with some momentum here. They got that balanced scoring, so Chandler with the young players gets it going. They've got some life now. Cummings and Herline are on the ice. MBA gets it away. They'll try to counterattack. Harden trying to turn the corner, spins back, leaves it there, and the shot was deflected just wide. Good chance for the Big Red. They'll work it back down low to Guy. Harden on the left wing. Guy works it behind the net. Looking to reverse it. Now try to hit the centering pass. Protecting the house, MBA. Cummings got the deflection. Trying to retrieve center ice. Guy works it back to the D. Pass ahead, picked off. Here comes Father Ryan. Centering pass, good anticipation by Cigarand. He takes it away. 40 seconds to go in the period. Cigarand stops on a dime. Looks for help. Got the pass through. And they score! What a great pass. Threading the needle. And Dittenhafer is able to light the lamp with 31 seconds to go in period two. For the second straight period, Dittenhafer scores in the final minute.
Well, you know what? That was a really heads up, a great play there by Cigarand. He gets the puck, turns it over in the neutral zone, skates it in, and he's a graceful skater, and he comes in, he pulls up, and he threads the needle through two of the Fighting Irish in the middle of the ice, and right on the tape of Dittenhafer, he makes no mistake. Nice play there.
So that makes the score 7-1 in favor of MBA. 19 seconds to go. Pass deflected. The Irish looking for one more chance. That one bounds wide. Hester over there looking for it. Now Schenkel trying to get a shot away. 3 seconds to go in the period. In the corner, Hester, the centering pass picked off. So that'll do it for period number two. Good to see Nash on hand for this one. Got here in time to see a lot of action there in that second period. So Father Ryan's got to feel good, Mace, for getting on the scoreboard there. They've kept fighting. MBA, though, builds the lead up to 7-1 at the end of two.
Yeah, I think, the second half of that period, I thought the Irish came to life, and they settled in there, and MBA obviously continued to push offensively like they have been. You can just tell the skill of that team, but I really like the way the fight in the Irish, if you will, not giving up. And that's, as a coach, we get a chance to talk to Stephen Henry here soon with Lindsay. But I like the way that they responded, and they kept fighting there in the second half. I thought they had some really good chances, obviously the goal and a couple really good chances after that.
On the shot counter, we have, and of course, this is an unofficial total, 24 for MBA and 6 for Father Ryan. Both teams got the second goalie involved there in the second period. And it was a lot of the young players for Father Ryan that helped out in scoring that goal, just showcasing what's going on with them as they continue to build this nucleus. They talked about the balanced scoring that they have. In fact, they have 10 players on the team that have multiple goals, Mason. So we had Stephen Henry telling us how much he likes that nucleus. He thinks he's going to build with a lot of depth and speed over time.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, this reminds me of the early days of the Nashville Predators. We took some good beatings against the Detroit Red Wings and the Philadelphia Flyers and the Boston Bruins and some of those top teams back in the day. But you have an opportunity to learn a lot about your team and about the right way to play the game and moving forward, and that's how you develop and grow your program.
So Matt Chandler appears to have gotten credit for the goal and the shot from the point from Ryan Whalen for the Father Ryan goal. Dittenhafer, Harden, Haley, all the multiple goals tonight for MBA. The score is 7-1. Let's send it to Lindsay Rowley.
Coach, this is a pretty big stage that these young athletes are playing on. How excited was your group to be able to play with the Preds broadcasting the game?
Yeah, it was really awesome for them, especially this year, given all of the sacrifices these kids have had to make just to get our season going. They're really excited, and I was happy for them to get something special, and this is going to be something they remember regardless of the score.
Definitely. Well, being a former female athlete myself, I think it is so awesome that you guys have a girl on the team. Katie Cummings scored the first goal for a female in school history, a varsity goal. Tell me a little bit about how special it is to have Katie on the team.
Yeah, Katie's a great player. It's awesome what she's doing, being a female athlete, but, just for being a hockey player herself, she's come into her own over the last 2 years. She's a sophomore, but she plays a big role on our team, killing penalties, second line center. And on our JV team, we actually have 3 other females, and we're hoping to grow that number.
What are you going to talk to your team about here at Intermission?
We like what we're seeing, especially in the second half of that period. I thought they responded well, so we're just going to try to keep that energy up and see if we can get a couple here at the end of the game.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck.
Thank
Guys?
you.
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much. Stephen Henry with his thoughts on that second period. You see Nash, meanwhile, entertaining the fans out there, strolling along the ice here. So, Mace, one more period to go as the Zamboni comes out, but it's been so much fun just to watch these guys go out here tonight. Number one, for us, we haven't done a game in a while. It's been a couple of months, and it's still going to be a few more weeks, I think, before we see some NHL hockey. So we're working the rust off here.
Yeah, it's been great, Willie. I'll tell you, and these kids, I just love when you see passion and a love for the game, and everybody in the arena right now feels the same. So I think it's been very entertaining, and the guys and girls on the ice have put on a really good show.
All right. At the end of the second period, the score, Montgomery Bell Academy, 7. Father Ryan, 1. The third period will coming up just around the corner on this high school hockey bash night presented by Ford here at the Ford Ice Center in Bellevue. Back here on the High School Hockey Bash, presented by Ford. We're at Ford Ice in Bellevue. Willie Donick, Chris Mason, and Lindsey Rowley doing a little hockey game here tonight. Montgomery Bell leading Father Ryan 7-1 at the end of the second period. And Mace, you said it before, J.P. Dumont in his first year trying to find a way to win the Predators Cup here in the G. Nash Hockey League. I've been so impressed by the G. Nash website. It's so well done. You see the stats and the standings on everybody, and we were actually doing a little history lesson. I was thinking back to your playing days, and this is how far back the league goes and how far it's come as you see J.P. Dumont coming back out on the ice. But I can remember the first team from the G. Nash League to win the Predators Cup, Centennial High School, 2001, and among the star players on there, you had the sons of the two assistant coaches, Brent Peterson's son, Brad, who is now working with the team on the equipment staff.
He's a heck of a player.
And Paul Gardner's son, Scott, who was an outstanding player on that team. So just thinking back, that it's the second generation of the Predators Cup now.
Yep, and Guards' his grandson is part of the minor hockey program here as well. He's a goaltender, as a matter of fact. He's really good. And Brad Peterson, as you mentioned, he was a really skilled player. And to see again, you know, the how far hockey has come in this city, it's crazy. And you go back to that time to here now, and the competitiveness and how many teams that they have, and all the skill and the talent. And you know, you have two teams tonight here, probably on the opposite spectrums in terms of where they are in competing for the Predators Cup. But again, it's a competitive league right now, and the hockey in this city, it is really good, and it's fun to be a part of and to see the skill here on display, and for us to get a chance to be able to call this game and to see these kids out there playing their hearts out. It's a good time right now, and again, the Ford Ice Center and Centennial, you know, doing a good job of you know, doing the right things, allowing us to play, because I know there's a lot of cities and different areas of the country and up in Canada that have shut down.
Yeah.
So it's good to have this here, and the kids need it. Everybody needs this. So it's a blessing to be here tonight.
Just some other connections for those of you maybe not quite as familiar with the history of the league. Some other Predator ties. Dan Kesmer, our buddy, a Predator alum, one of the original Predators, coached his son Christian's team at Ravenwood to some great success. Paul McCann's son Matt, for Father Ryan, back in 2009, won a state championship at Predators Cup. A quick shout out to a guy that interned for me when I was learning the game. He's a guy that actually taught me some things, Alex Sherman, who's a Mount Juliet graduate. Mount Juliet has a very good team this year, 10-0-1. They have not played MBA yet, so right now Brentwood, Mount Juliet, MBA emerging right now as the contenders. But we used to call him the franchise, Alex Sherman, who would keep stats for us and help us with our pre- and post-game show. His dad was a great DJ for the country music station, Bruce Sherman. So it's just great to see how the hockey has grown here. So a lot of history now to the G. Nash League, and the next chapter coming this year. We'll see if MBA can find their way to the title. 3 straight championship games. Brentwood has won the last couple, so I know there's some Brentwood players here that I already had one of them say, "Are you guys going to do a Brentwood game next time?"
Well, who knows? I would.
You
love
never
to.
know. We might do this again.
I would love to. It'd be great. This has been a blast here, and both teams, I think, should be very proud of themselves. They put on a really good show here tonight. I'd love to do more games. I hope we do.
Well, I bumped into Dr. Spencer Haley, who is Luke's father, out in the hallway, and he wanted you to know, Mace, that Luke, growing up, and his older brother, they once got a Chris Mason autograph stick that they still have.
They still have it?
Yeah, so I think Luke was playing on the travel team with his older brother, a couple years older than he was, and so when they were growing up Predator fans, they got some autographs, and among them, a Chris Mason stick. So that's still in the Haley house somewhere. As you can see, number 14, the captain there. Haley, he's got 2 goals, both in the first period tonight.
I'm honored. I tried to give one to my own kids, and they could care less about my autograph. They just go, "Dad, I'm just the biggest nerd in the house, I'll tell you that much." But no, that's really, really cool.
Ryan Prim will face off. He wins it back for Father Ryan, trailing 7-1. Laub follows up, and the Big Red go on the attack. Here's Luke Haley spinning out of the corner, looking for a teammate. Out to the point, Myers, now across Cigaran. The wrist shot off the chest, and the save is made by Luke Anderson, who continues on. He came off the bench in the second period for Father Ryan.
And that's not easy to do for a goaltender, especially when you're coming into a situation like this, playing NBA. You sat there for just over half a game. I don't think they got a whistle to get him in quite halfway through. He's made some pretty big saves here against, like I said before, high-octane offense of NBA.
William Myers trying to work the puck free, one of the rangier players. Now Lab out of the corner, trying to quick feed to Morris. Out of his reach, kept alive by Haley. Now Myers banks it down low into the corner. Prim gets there first, had it stripped by Laub. Still loose. Working his way free is Ryan Prim. This one chipped to the line. Good keep in momentarily. And now it works out to center. Having to tag is Haley. He's onside. Laub advances. Laub puts it through the defender, gets it back, and had the shot blocked. Haley fakes the shot. Tried to make a quick move, had it stripped. Good defensive play by the Irish. That was Sven Olhoffen. Now ahead. Nathan Ryan centers it back door. Trying to play it out of the air. Father Ryan, good effort there, but it's covered by the Big Red.
And that's a good start here by Father Ryan. And, Coach Stephen Henry, I'm sure in between periods says, you know what, we're down 7-1, but I want to see how you guys come out and play this period. Are you going to sit back and just let them walk all over? You're going to come out and fight to the end. And I think, setting the tone here early, and again, building culture and building an identity as a program. This is an important period for this club, regardless of the score.
There comes Dittenhafer. Otis Dittenhafer leaves it there. The follow-up shot and a nice save made by Luke Anderson. Penalty call is coming up. There's the whistle. 12:27 to go in the third period. 7-1 Big Red. They will have some special teams here.
I think we'll get a first look here at MBA's power play. I think that's Albanese.
Daniel Albanese, who grew up in the Chicago area, he draws the penalty. He'll go to the box.
He's played a solid game, though. He works really hard. He's made some really good defensive plays. They'll have to serve two here, so some other members will have to step up here and try to shut down MBA's power play.
William Myers, one of the seniors on JP Dumont's team, feeds it ahead. A big collision right there in the neutral zone. Good hit. Michael Kirkenbauer.
That was good awareness there, too. And he saw that he was up there, good position on the red line. He was able to step up and stop that breakout. And they end up going offside, but you don't allow that puck to get over center ice.
Austin Hester almost had a move there shorthanded. If you're looking for safe holiday fun, don't forget, for your family and friends, look no further than Jingle Beat, an outdoor drive-through light, sound, and sensory experience that brings the holiday season to life in an unforgettable adventure for all ages. Get tickets now at eamotion.com/jinglebeat and use the code PREDS to receive 10% off your ticket. Power play continues for MBA. Laub shot, bangs off the backboard, kicks out. Green now turns and sets things up. Triggered for the one-timer, Cigaran. It booms off the backboard, and it's collected there by Anderson.
And that was a good play there, too, by Anderson. Freshman goaltender, too, and to get that puck. And just, you want to stop it dead. You know that this is a talented team, NBA. They're going to move that puck. You want to stop the momentum every chance you have as a goaltender. So when you can freeze that, you let your guys and your girls get back in position, calm things down, try to disrupt the momentum of NBA.
Father Ryan protecting the front of the net. Funnel the puck back to the perimeter, taken back by MBA. Haley, way out high at the top of the umbrella. Now Laub attacks. Laub shoots. Save is made. Rebound loose to the side of the net, lifted towards the line. Haley does a good job of keeping it in. In his skates, Morrison tries to spin, can't come up with it. Brim with a good clear. 11 minutes to go in regulation. 30 seconds to go in the NBA power play, and the puck is cleared to center.
Well, Father Ryan doing a really good job, and we talk about the talent of NBA. This is when they should excel with the roster that they have, but I think Father Ryan doing a good job protecting that middle of the ice. When they get that puck on the stick, it's got out of the zone. Goaltenders covered the puck when he's had the opportunity. So far, so good.
Diagonal feed. Got to the circle. Loud tried a quick pass to Morrison in the high slot. Good defense there by Father Ryan, and out of the box. And back to 5 aside, Father Ryan. Great centering pass, just off target. Morrison was positioned perfectly. Now here comes J.T. Schmidt, a sophomore, trying to stay after the play. Can't hang on. Loud to the blue line. Morrison timing was off, had to freeze right there, and the puck is dumped in. Haley gets it back. Feeds Cigaran at the point. Bounces one, and a glove save scooped up off the ice, Pecorine style, by Luke Anderson.
There you go.
The low glove.
Yeah, and Cigaran again, he's really calm and composed out there, and he's a really smooth player. He gets that puck and walks it to the middle and gets that through a bunch of traffic, and you could see Anderson was able to track that through in the bouncing puck, and that's not easy for a goaltender. That hits the pad, there's a rebound there, but he gets a glove on it. He's able to catch it and get a face-off.
7-1 is our score. MBA trying to stay undefeated on the season. Shot is blocked. Working it free, Hester. Now picked up by the senior Grayson Schenkel. Schenkel up the wing. Slams on the break. Had it stripped. That comes MBA the other way. MBA into the offensive zone. Shot goes wide, now around the boards. The second wave led by Myers. Keeps it in deep. Now following it is Ryan Schmadke. Schmadke, who had the initial rush, trying to get it back. He was still out there, his line mates, with Dubé, along with Weck. Now Weck chases far side. Still out there is Schenkel on a long shift. To the line, but not out. Kept alive by the Big Red. Weck goes down, no call. He turned back to the ref looking for a penalty. Instead, Father Ryan takes it ahead 3-on-3. And Father Ryan needs a change.
You know, and this is, you know, an important period for NBA as well. They're up 7-1. They have the game in hand, but you don't want to get bad habits either. You know, we talked about them wanting to win a championship to finish it off. You can't develop, because you have a lead, into bad habits and change the way you play. So it's important here for both clubs in different areas, I guess, and different meanings. But NBA, you can't let their foot off the gas either.
Here's a shot. Following it all the way was Anderson. He hauls it in, no rebound. So 8:24 to go in the third. 7-1 is the score. NBA scored 4 in the first, 3 in the second. Father Ryan got their lone goal in the second period. 2 goals tonight for the senior Ty Harden, 2 goals for Luke Haley, 2 for Otis Dittenhafer, 1 for Sebastian Cigaran. A lone goal scored by Matt Chandler for Father Ryan, although that's unofficial. I want to double check on that. We feel like he tipped the shot in from Ryan Whalen.
I think he did.
We've got Chandler out there right now wearing number 19. Meanwhile, it's Guy coming across the line into the offensive zone on the attack for the Big Red. Good defensive play, Father Ryan, a chance to skate it ahead 2-on-2. Good defensive play, taking the puck back. Cooper Green, he fires the shot. Save made by Anderson.
And a good job there again by Anderson, but a lot of these shots now coming from the outside, and Father Ryan's doing a good job of putting pressure and having good gaps in space on NBA, forcing those shots from out a little bit farther, allowing Anderson to see the puck, and Anderson's doing a great job of holding on to it and really controlling those pucks and keeping them on his body.
Face off, fed to the line. It comes across. Herlitzka has to spin it around. Big Red coming back to tag. They go back on the attack. Good shot block there by Alton Worth. Kept alive by MBA. In the corner, the chase is on. Ryan Prim took the hit to make the play. He got it cleared. Herlitzka winds it around again. They get it to Haley. Haley trying to corral it. Haley veers wide, now turns back. Excellent skating. Herlitzka at the point, lost the handle, and almost a chance to skate the other way was Nathan Ryan. Ryan staying after it. Ryan meets his man in the corner. Herlitzka wins the battle. Big Red on the breakout. Speeding ahead, Cooper Green. Green holds. Looks for the second wave. Instead, behind the net to Haley. He lost it in his skates. Laub filling in up high. Kept it in momentarily. And NBA will have to regroup.
NBA here again controlling the puck. but Father Ryan doing a good job in the middle of the ice and keeping the majority of the pressure to the outside, and they've done a really good job containing the middle. And MBA, we've talked about their skill, their experience. They're able to get that puck down and hang on.
Haley, some room, shot deflected, changed direction a couple of times. Out of the point. That one redirected. Loose puck swooping in to grab it is Albany's. Albany's met there at center ice. Haley stole it back. Haley to his left. Shot back against the green. Popped up over the crossbar and behind the net. Cummings gets the loose puck. Katie Cummings for the outlet pass. Got it ahead to her teammate Magnano. Taken back by Laub. Laub looks, fires, didn't get on net. It was blocked well by the Irish. Cigarin will play it diagonally to Laub. Laub powers his way, centered off the stick of the goaltender, and cleared but not out. 5:40 to go, 7-1 NBA. Haley, great backhand feed, point blank save. One of the best saves of the night. Luke Anderson followed that puck beautifully.
Good job, and good defensive coverage again by Father Ryan. Sebastian McClure there making a couple good plays with stick on puck, deflecting the shots wide, and then, you know, obviously NBA continue to control the play. They make that pass across, and then there's Anderson. He comes flying across right to left, holds on to the rebound, face-off. Good job, how to contain there and really eliminate any big-time rebounds or anything like that for NBA to keep going at him.
Only a ninth grader. Luke Anderson looking pretty good tonight.
Looking sharp.
Irish looking for a way out of their own zone here. They've been hemmed in. No goals scored, though, in the period so far. 5:15 left. Weck lost it. Pushed ahead. Olhafen. Luke Olhafen's shot fought off by the blocker of Thayer, and the puck goes out of play. So a good counterattack. The Olhafen brothers, Sven, the senior, Luke, the sophomore.
Well, and there you go. It was a good shot there, and Thayer does a good job. He reads that. The puck's shot from outside, stands up, stays standing, and deflects that into the netting for a face-off.
5:05 left to go. Puck kept in. Schenkel got his own rebound, the second try. Races on for the puck. Father Ryan able to keep it in. Good job by Schenkel. Works it in deep. Turning to retrieve MBA. Kept in momentarily. Skating in there is Dubé. Dubé across the line, takes the check from Schenkel, the captain. Work back to center. JT Schmidt trying to move it ahead. Schmidt chases the puck. He's joined by Hester. Hester delivers the check. But cleared out. Around to Alton Worth. Get used to a lot of these guys. Just 10th grade, this is going to be the Father Ryan team for the next 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, and it's tough to compare these teams head to head in terms of where they are right now, but I really liked what I've seen from Father Ryan, and you look and project into next season, into a couple years down the road, and they've got a really good thing going here right now. And NBA, I mean, they look like everything that they're made out to be. This is a team that wants to win it all. They've got a lot of firepower. It's a really polished team. There's no weakness really on their team. And Father Ryan, I think they've got to be, you can't look at the score and judge them on what this game is. They played pretty well and they played hard, and I just like the attitude and the way that this team continues to fight.
Colton Edwards, another young player, just a ninth grader, intercepted that pass, looking to try to get it out. Harden gets it back. Here's the shot from the point. Blocked down in the slot. Shot by Guy goes wide. Lee Guy trying to get on the scoreboard. His line has been active tonight. Herlitzka able to work it over to Cooper Green. Green gliding in. Tripped up behind the net. Stays on it. Gets back on his skates. Keeps the play alive. Open man Herlitzka. He scores! Luke Anderson got a piece of it, but it gets through the goalie. And the first goal of the third period is scored by Edward Herlitzka, and it's an 8-1 lead for MBA.
I don't know if Anderson saw this all the way through. His stick was angled. I think he might have tried to deflect that in the corner. It just ramped off of his stick into the net there, and that's what happens. You have a little bit of traffic in front. Any shot's a good front there, and Herlitzka
Looks like he scored without the mouthpiece. Had to go back and grab it. It's a good thing he remembered where he lost it. So under 3 minutes to go. MBA coming right back. Laub got the feed. Laub looking to get it back to Morrison. Morrison tried the no-look pass. Haley was waiting right there on the doorstep. Father Ryan trying to get it out. Sebastian McClure tried to clear. McClure battling low. He got the stick free. McClure screens off his man and helps Prim come up with the play. Taken back. Laub, open slot. He scores! Tyler Laub, a wicked wrist shot, and it's 9-1 MBA.
That was a great shot there by Laub. He gets that puck and he just pulls it back, and not a lot of telegraphing. He just lets that go. It wasn't much of a backward motion on that, and just snaps the wrist.
Our camera picked up Green. I guess maybe I got that wrong. Was that Cooper Green with the shot? I may have misidentified. My apologies if that was the case. You don't have the benefit of replay here, Mace. I'd like to see that from another angle. That was a pretty shot.
That was. I think it was Laub, but I could be wrong as well. I've been wrong one or two times.
Let's go back and watch the replay, Base.
Yes, we do.
Working the rust off. Could be a mistake by the play-by-play man. We'll find out. 90 seconds left. So a 9-1 lead. Out to the point. Puck kept alive and then stolen. Cleared ahead nicely by the Fighting Irish. Magnano trying to stay alive. But once again, NBA able to get back on D. Cigarand erased the potential scoring chance. Pass centered. Loose in front. Head for Cummings. Well, you know it's a Predators game when you hear Paul McCann saying there's 1 minute left and you hear everybody right on cue. Thanks, Paul.
Yep.
So even in the Nash Hockey League, we know what we're doing here.
Yep. Missed that, I'll tell you.
Cigarand.
These guys, the Irish too, and this is a thing when you're in this situation, you want to play to the buzzer, and these guys are trying to do that right now. And you know, and this game's obviously over in terms of the score, but you want to show your teammates that you're going to fight to the end. You're not going to give up regardless of the score, because it sends a message, and it, again, developing the identity of your club.
There's a whistle with 15 seconds to go. A little late stop on the clock here. In fact, they still haven't stopped it, Base. We want to get one more face-off in here. Clock is still running. I don't know if that's the rules.
It could be. It could be, and there
maybe
could be
just
some
keep
scheduling.
the clock running at a certain score, and so we'll just go right with it. You see J.P. Dumont with the elbow bump. His team will stay undefeated as NBA wins this one going away. An impressive performance. Ty Harden with a couple of goals. Otis Dittenhafer a couple of goals. One in each of the first two periods, both in the final minute. Luke Haley had 2 goals in the first period. So a strong overall performance for NBA. They will go to 12-0. Father Ryan will drop to 4-5. But a good learning experience for that young team.
Yeah, and that you want to gain that experience by playing the best. And NBA right now, you can see they're a powerhouse team, and that's, you know, you want to forecast and project what your team wants to be. And once they get that experience that NBA has, and that's the measuring stick, if you will, of the league at this point. I know there's a couple other teams that are up there that will be competing for the Predators Cup, but NBA definitely one of the top teams, if not the top team in the league. And Father Ryan just had a great learning experience. And to be honest with you, I thought they did a really good job in terms when you look at the character of your club and what you want to be in the future and learning to play the game the right way. They didn't make a ton of mistakes. They weren't giving NBA anything. NBA is a talented team, and they created the majority of their offense. So I thought it was, you know, the score aside, both teams should be very proud of their performance here tonight.
Well, you saw the sportsmanship. You don't do the handshakes like you customarily would, so
Nope.
lining up across from each other on the blue lines, salute. And you saw a couple of players on the opposite teams who I'm sure played some hockey growing up in some form with Alton Worth and Cooper Green going for a little photo op. Special night for both of these programs. I know both coaches told us how excited they were that this game would be streamed And hopefully we did the best job we could here to bring this game to you. We want to thank these guys for giving us a hockey game to come to and a chance to announce.
Oh, man, if I was that age and, you get to get streamed and have your game announced and have the Paul McCann doing the announcing here and Nash in the building and, the big performance it was, I'm sure they were excited. And like you said, both coaches said that. I was excited. I hope we get a chance to do more of these. That was a lot of fun here tonight. And, again, both clubs and coaches should be very proud of their teams. I thought it was an awesome game.
So MBA wins it. In just a moment, we'll send it down to Lindsay Rowley. She is expected to have a conversation with each of the captains of these two fine teams, and as soon as Lindsay is ready, we will send it to her. So, Mace, in the meantime, we await the word from the NHL, and hopefully here in just a few days, hopefully maybe tonight when we get home. We're looking for, every day we're checking the computer to see if there's a schedule that comes out.
Nonstop.
So while we await that, Lindsay Rowley is waiting. She is standing by with the captains. Lindsay, take it away.
Luke, how excited were you and your teammates when you found out that this game was going to be broadcasted by the Predators and they were going to be doing all the pregame and throughout the game be playing the goal song and everything?
I mean, it was definitely surprising, but I mean, it was awesome. Once we got the news, we were all super just happy to hear about it and ready for the excitement.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great game. So what do you like about playing for Coach Dumont?
I mean, he just brings a whole different style of hockey that we've never played before. I mean, he's an NHL coach. He knows what he's doing, and he's just getting us ready for the games coming up and what we've already played. So.
Yeah, you guys have been playing great. You got a big win here tonight. Overall, what do you feel your team did well in order to earn this win?
I mean, we're still playing as a team. It's just the main part of it. If we play like a team, we'll play well, keep our chemistry going, and just win some more.
Awesome. Good luck the rest of the way, Luke.
Thank you very much.
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much. Luke Haley, a strong game. He's one of the team leaders. That's why he's wearing the C, obviously. And back-to-back wins from MBA. Remember, last night they were down 2-1 to Brentwood at the end of the second period, came flying back and won the game in come-from-behind fashion. Luke had 3 goals in that game, 2 in the first period tonight. So he played a pair of really good games, and they rely on him heavily. He, Will Morrison, Tyler Labb on that first line. That's going to make him be a pretty good team going forward here.
I think so. And, we talked to JP Dumont before the game, and he said that they weren't playing up to their capabilities after the second period, and he challenged them. He flat out challenged them to be better, and they were. They came back and won the game last night, and they were dominant here tonight. So whatever JP said to the squad must have worked because they responded. And
so we'll see what happens in the next few chapters of the season with MBA now at 12-0 at the top of the standings. Brentwood right there in contention. Mount Juliet still has not lost on the season. And now we're told Lindsay Rowley is standing by with the father, Ryan, Captain Grayson Schenkel. So, Lindsay, let's have a conversation with Mr. Schenkel.
Grayson, with COVID going on and there being so many changes in your life, how much do you and your teammates enjoy getting out on the ice and playing these games?
It's like a break from everything else because, at school we're wearing masks. We go in places where we're wearing masks. It's just like a break.
Oh, I'm sure. It's got to be a lot of fun. Well, what do you like playing for Coach Henry? Why do you like playing for him?
He's a good coach. He's a good guy. That's my favorite thing about him is that his morals are there, his ethics. He really brings it to the team.
Yeah, I'm sure he really is a great guy. So when you first heard that the Preds were going to be broadcasting this game and you had the intros and the goal song going on, how excited was your team to play this game?
And it was amazing. I heard it at first and I thought it was a joke. It was just incredible that this is a wonderful opportunity.
Oh, well, we were happy to do it. Well, good luck the rest of the way and have fun.
Thank you.
Guys, back to you.
All right, Lindsay, thank you very much for your coverage tonight. And we should thank a few other people here, our coaches. Of course, JP Dumont, Stephen Henry, so gracious to give us great backstories on a lot of these players here. We wanted to make sure we did this thing right. The entire game operations department for the Predators, they wanted to do the anthem right, all the pregame music. Paul McCann introducing the starting lineups. Jake Hartsfield, Bob Cole from our staff putting together the broadcast. And, of course, if you had a chance to listen on the radio, if you're driving around here tonight, you might have heard Pete Weber and Hal Gill on the call. So we tried to do this up right, Mace. It's been a blast.
It's been awesome. I mean, to see, to watch hockey again, and especially when you're watching these kids, and you mentioned the coaches and how much pride they take in the respective programs. And I thought it was an awesome night. And like I said, score aside, both of these teams are kind of in different situations in terms of where they are in their programs. And MBA is a team that they're going to have a legitimate chance to win this championship. They've been snake bitten here 3 years in a row. And Father Ryan, they lost 11 seniors, and they're building something here, and they're building, a team, a culture, an identity. And I thought they should be very proud of the way they played. I thought in terms of playing the game the right way, having the right attitude. Young hockey club right now. They didn't give up the entire hockey game. So this was a blast, and it was good to be back and to showcase the high school hockey here in Nashville.
Well, we've had a great time. Our thanks, too, to Danny Butler, who runs the Ford Ice Center here in Bellevue, runs a tight ship here, doing all the things to keep everybody safe and continue with all the great programs. When you walk in here, there's 2 sheets of ice. You see all these great people of all ages skating and doing their thing. So hopefully that will continue, and I know it will. So until next time, and let's hope maybe we'll do another one of these. Who knows?
I hope so.
We'll find out. So our thanks to everybody that watched here tonight. Be looking for all of the information on the upcoming season. We cannot wait to get back to Smashville. So for everybody, thanks for joining us here on the High School Hockey Bash, presented by Ford.